What you guys got for me?
Bobby, we're not in there to take the temperature of the locker room. What's the vibe in there after a loss like this?
You're definitely disappointed, you know what I mean, to have a lead and give it up and, be in a position to make some plays. It's definitely not a great feeling, but it's something that we can learn from. It's early in the season, and so we have to watch this film and get better.
What are the learning points from this? You said something to learn from. What do you guys take from this?
Just, making sure we're all accountable, make sure we're doing our job, and just execute. And then just not hurting ourselves. We had some untimely penalties, in this game. So we got to clean up that. That's all on us. That's nothing that they're doing. That's us hurting ourselves.
Bobby, you guys did such a good job on Derrick Henry in the first half. Is he just the type of back where once he gets his momentum going, in the second half, it's hard to stop him?
Yeah, once he gets going and once the offensive coordinator gets a good feel on just giving him the rock. He's a very talented, very special player, and so he showed that today.
Bobby, how frustrating is it knowing like the 5 drives in the second half, 4 of them went 60-plus yards, 3 scoring drives, with the standing you kind of holding yourselves to that they can turn that way on you as fast as it did?
Yeah, it's really frustrating. Definitely the standard that we have, and expect of ourselves. Again, I think a couple of those drives we hurt ourselves, and so we just got to get out of our own way and find a way to get off the field.
What do you think is the key to getting out of your own way moving forward? How do you start addressing something that's sort of intangible like that?
We just got to be smarter. We got to look at the film. We got to understand what they did against us in the second half that teams are, going to start mimicking. And, you just have to play better, execute better. And definitely in like big moments and big times where we really need to stop, where we really need to be on our jobs, we need to make sure that we're focused and locked in.
Bobby, what on Derrick Henry's big 60-yard touchdown run, what broke down?
I think everybody just got really aggressive, hit our gaps, and then he bounced it outside. And, we left a lot of space for him in the corner, which, you don't want to give anybody by themselves with that much space is hard to tackle him. So we just got to make sure that we don't, leave the corner out there to dry.
Bobby, 20 tackles is a franchise record. Is that an accomplishment you can appreciate, or given the results, is it kind of?
It's cool, but we lost, so it don't really matter.
Anything else, guys?
Appreciate you guys.
Thanks,
Have a good
Bobby.
one.